Anyway, on a metro ride back, I get a text from Liz of all people. Liz probably doesn't talk much to Anon thinking about it. Mostly, they're friends, but like, what do they have to say to each other? What would they have to say? Hey, Anon! Hey, weird question, but do you and Olivia want to go somewhere with me and Damien? To this. Wait. Weird question, but do you and Olivia want to go with me and Damien to the super cool restaurant downtown? You three will have to meet me there tomorrow afternoon. Taking Uncle Ferris to a meeting, and thought it'd be a nice treat for all of us. Yeah. Yo, Olivia. Liz invited us all to you and me to lunch tomorrow. You down? I don't know. I have art stuff to do. Oh, for real? The same art stuff that Yarakan forbid until at least Monday? Yes. I mean, no need to stress on it. Just another day. Plus, if you say no to free food, I'm taking you to the ER right now. Okay. But only because it's free, and you'll be going. Sweet. Are we gonna miss out on the... Like, I always thought it was a cute detail that Inko's like, I want to pay the bill. You know, I always thought that was kind of a fun detail. Can't have that with Anon, he's too poor. What a twist! What a twist! Spinning them right round, baby, right round, like a record baby. Sure, Olivia and I'll down. You already asked Damien? He hasn't been answering, but I'm assuming he's wrangling Vinny. Or he's being wrangled right now. Fair enough. A lot of him not to answer, especially since it's Liz. I don't imagine he'd be anything other than down for it. I mean, I already know the original fic, but like this is cute setup, right? This is a decent way to set up like that he's not gonna show. it's cute. It's fine. I like it. Alright. Well, text me the details and we'll meet you there. Great. See you guys tomorrow. I thumbs up react to a message and sink into my seat a little. Olivia and I talk here and there, but we largely find ourselves dozing as twilight sets in. The stop is before mine, and I'm sure to wave a goodbye. There's a short way until my stop, and head back to my apartment to relax until whatever may come tomorrow. Look at the restaurant Liz sends me and show Damien a probing text. Still no response. Again, not too out of the ordinary, I guess. They've gotten sprayed by another skunk and it's being washed down by the whole Payne household. It was MIA for a long time last time that happened. Ah, well, I'll ask him tomorrow. Seriously? Wait, who's saying this? Seriously? Yeah, no kidding. He was like an acidic fire hydrant. Is the house still standing? Luckily, he's gotten good at aiming them for the non-corrosive stuff. Ah. Oh, that sucks. Guess we'll be having lunch at a new place, though. They must be really going through it. You don't seem all that worried? Please, Damien gets scarlet fever levels of sick at least once a year about this time. Mrs. Payne has had procedures. He'll get over it in a day or two, and be back to his annoying self. Olivia shifts slightly, placing her head on her hand as her tail droops. Daw, if you're worried, you can share that with me, you know. I can smack you upside the head, too. But honestly, it was just a lot. He'll get over it. It's just not a pleasant sight. Also, you live like right next to the living room, so I can imagine. You'd look pale as a sheet and just as frail as one when I swung by his house, by their house. I give her, Jesus Christ, that's actually pretty decently handled. Because normally a lot of people are like, they're going to set the scene at the house, and it's like, no, we're just going to call it back because that already happened. It's fair enough, man. Good job. I'll give her a light pat in the back. Damien, even for as little as I have, I'm certain of it. The perks are up back, even though just a little bit. Where the hell are we going again? Pull up a map and show her the Google Maps pictures. Someplace called the Heights Lux. Looks like the Seattle Space Needle, but the disc on top is a fully outfitted kitchen and restaurant. Sounds, bougie. Yeah, looks like it. The price tags, Jesus, this food. Jesus, food this expensive better have gold flakes encrusted into it. You can eat your precious metals, I just won't give me. Either way, I scroll through a few more pictures. Nothing like this where I came from. It'll be a new experience. She has a far-off gay look as she gazes out the window. I nudge her with a raised eyebrow. Do you nudge her with your eyebrow? Careful with your phrasing, man. Just, I want to start that painting. Oh, is it Monday already? You know as well as I do, Yarakan put the kibosh on any art until at least Monday. possible to tie you down, I'd have it a few days longer, honestly. Besides, this'll be fun. How would you know how long she needs? Maybe, since you're here. It's small, simple, maybe even bare minimum considering all we've been through, but the sentiment really warms my heart. One of those moments that flashes me back to the glowering goblin. Like, I like how Anon is constant. Like, I feel like the author is going to miss the point, but, like, there is a very fun thing you can do with the idea that Anon keeps flashing back to, like, how much she hated him. And he's like, are we going back to that? Is that the real her? Like, a more Anon would be caught up on that, and, like, it would ruin his life in a fun way for the reader to enjoy. Like, this fic is technically, like, it's very lovey-dovey, it's very wish-fulfilling, but in, like, a really depressingly sad and boring way. Ugh. Just fucking kiss already, man. Anyway. Hold up. Man, the soundtrack for Wani Gator is so good, though. Even sure, not all of those like custom-made stuff, but anyway, gotta scratch my head a little bit. She suddenly gets all fidgety and her face flushes instantly. Stop smiling like that, dummy. I mean, it would suck more without you. Not that it's better. Sure. I'll play it off like that. When our metro car stops, I'm quick to push Olivia out before she can protest. We make our way towards the big-ass needle about a block away. Personally, I think if you're gonna rob Olivia of all the agency she has, the right answer would be to have her admit the whole love thing and be like, Anon, for fuck's sake. It'd be a fun turnaround, because Anon should, I don't know, man, at this point, it's just, like, Monkey Anon's just gonna take over, and you know exactly what it's gonna do. It's gonna be so lame. Because it's not exciting or novel or doing anything. It's not cute. It's just like, come on, man. Even cuter if, like, they go to prom and it's Damien who's like, come on, just fucking kiss! Why don't I write a fic where the end high note is like, just fucking kiss already? Clearly I want to write one. Neither of us see a big-ass green palm tree as we approach. So I tell Olivia to text. Why can't you text her? Olivia dramatically sighs at that before pulling out her phone and scrolling through her contacts. She takes several passes back and forth to find the right one. And that's a feat considering she maybe has like 20 max. Liz is labeled as tall one Damien. Like she knows anyone else that tall. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure there are others like that. Although personally, I will say, as much as I think that the very long neck Liz is adorable, I personally go with like her neck is like at most the length of the rest of her body, so it folds over and she's like about a third, 50% taller than she would be, and it's like in a little omega, you know, like a little Libra shaped thing. You know, like it's a circle, but it goes outwards again at the ends. So like her neck is at a 90-degree angle. You know what I mean? I could draw it, but I don't wanna. Anyway, quick message typed out, and a few seconds later, Liz emerges head first, followed by her neck, then her body from a nearby cat. It'd be weird if her neck came out first. That just seems rude. Is that obscene? Is that an obscene gesture to enter neck first? Hey, Anon, Olivia. Glad you guys could make it. Yeah, no problem. You, so you ready? Of course, where's Damien? You didn't text her? I didn't say I did. Well, yeah, he got really sick. Oh no! Well, hold on. Why isn't Olivia saying this then? Like, why does Anon constantly take over for Olivia? Like, let me point something out, right? This is a problem I have with Wani too. Olivia's voice is hell on my throat, and I really do appreciate that I don't have to do it too often. But it is kind of weird how often Olivia doesn't say anything when the circumstances kind of imply she should be the one talking. It's just a weird thing I've noticed about a lot of these fics, is that Olivia feels like she has less lines than she should for the love interest, you know? It's like, Olivia's the fucking love interest. Where are her lines? Why isn't the actor complaining? The VA is shitting her fucking pants about how little she's getting paid for this role. Olivia still has the same reserved, monotone demeanor with Liz. Yeah, he gets really sick like once a year. Just happened yesterday. Shouldn't Liz know about this to some extent? Maybe she hasn't dated him for that long. But, oh darn. And they really throws a wrench into my plans. I mean, just 3 friends getting lunch instead of 4 now, right? We call that a threesome back home. And you know what a threesome means around here? Yeah, it's like when you take the best 3 friends, you go out for a nice lunch date. Holy shit, Anon, you're so fucking stupid. Well, yeah, of course. It's just, well, I was hoping it'd be the 4 of us, you know, a double date. Oh. Olivia snaps at with Liz at max speed. For my part, I simply freeze on the spot. There we go. Fuck's sake, Anon. Yeah, just Damien and me and you and Anon. My mouth feels like it's filled with rocks, making each syllable chant. Yeah, well, yeah, Yeah, we're not a... Okay, listen, I want to point this out. Like, part of the reason I want Olivia to point out, like, for fuck's sake, don't do that, is... Shouldn't Olivia at some point be like, you said we're not a couple, Anon. Like, that kind of hurt, right? There's a difference between plausible deniability and just outright saying it. Like, is Olivia trying to avoid this relationship? Why? That feels like a whole nother fucking plot point to go over. I'm excited, but I know it won't come to that. That's the sad part, is that I know they won't do it. Because it's not lovey-gushy enough. We're being extraordinarily bashful, and it's just exhausting. Olivia seems thankful that I said that, but I can't help but feel I was related to something else, too. Yeah, because she thinks you're a fucking asshole. I'm having a hard time needing to verify, though, considering how right now I wish Liz was... Jesus Christ! This is exhausting to read. Like I'm running a marathon and every bottle of water I'm handed is full of sand. Oh, sorry. I was assumed since... Boy, this is embarrassing. Things are really not planning out today as I'd hoped. As I'd expected. I coughed to clear the frog from my throat. Well, still lunch between friends, right? Could be worse. Wouldn't it be great? Like, I feel that Damien works fantastically. Like, Inko is proactive, so you can kind of have him do the scene. Wouldn't it be great that since Anon is a more passive protagonist, Damien is here, and Damien calls them the fuck out? Wouldn't that be great if Damien was that character who did this in this moment, and he was the bro who was like, listen, you guys need to step out of the shadows. I talked to Anon about this. I talked to Olivia about this. Just fucking admit to it already. Come on. That'd be such a great way to have them come out. It's through Damien, who put them together in the first place. Or Mia. You can have Mia in there somewhere. I don't know. I'm sure you guys will love it too. Come on. Fades would hardly this. She doesn't want to pay for this much, you know. She leads the way. Olivia and I are following her down the street as she starts talking about how much she loved the place we're headed. If it weren't for Olivia and my respect for Damien, a manic pixie dream girl, and she would be attractive. But it's at least inspiring how passionate she can be about the more mundane stuff in life. Yes, Damien and I have that in common. Are you admitting that you would have preferred to write a Liz Anon fic? Because that's me. That's me. Liz gushes about how she had dreams of bringing her friends and business relations to this place, and finally gets to partially fulfill that today. At some point, Olivia starts slowing down as her wrist acts up. I'm quick to halt entirely, sending a gaze her way in case she needs any help. She shakes her head, and so I gesture for her to take the lead, as Liz stops herself to accommodate. She checks us in at the front desk with our reservations, and we get into a roomy elevator with a thankfully buttery smooth ride up. 30 floors, god damn! Takes a few minutes or two to make it to the peak, but when we go, the interior really outdoes the photos on the site. Not to be that guy, but they must have had an amateur taking them for them. Even I've had better shots at that wedding. The place is structured in rings, with the kitchen at the center, followed by the bars and the rest of the seating and lounge areas on the outside lining the windows. There's even an open-air platform, suspended just below the main floor as a viewing deck. I'm not exactly scared of heights, but I'm not thrilled about them either. I get a small feeling of vertigo as I take my first steps. It's like the room is spinning, but I can't see any difference. Perception is truth. The hostess takes us to a table right by the window, with Olivia wordlessly backing away from her window seat and looking at me with a silent plea. I peer out of myself, and the vertigo rises again. Fuck me, I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Yep. I already fucking sighed and nodded. It's cool, Anon, just don't look outside to your left for the whole meal. It's quite a view, huh? This is practically bouncing back and forth, finally able to show this place off. I can see why it makes you squirmish, Olivia. I'd scare the living daylights out of me, too. Olivia and I purse our lips as we exchange a wide-eyed look, We think the exact same thing. Why are you looking at each other like that? You are afraid of heights, Liz?
Yeah, isn't everyone?
Yeah, I mean, but you're afraid of heights?
Yes, I don't get what you're trying to say.
He's saying that you don't make any goddamn sense, Liz. Your neck is 3 times the length of your body, and heights still scare you?
Hey, acrophobia is an irrational fear for a reason. There's no threat of my head, and only my head falling to its death or something.
Well, we agree that heights suck ass at least.
Other than that, what do you guys think?
Oh, that's cool. Ear-popping due to the altitude change aside, this place has way more class than anywhere I'm usually allowed into. Leah giggles a bit at that, nodding.
I'm glad you like it. My family usually comes here once a year. Uncle Ferris actually needs to bring a letter from the owner that he won't bring the whole tower down.
He's not that heavy, is he? Is that a thing that actual severely obese people have to do sometimes? Terrible. The hell's a bisque? Bisque? Brisk? I shrug, but out of my depth there. I've heard of it before, but not wishing to put my foot in my mouth over it.
Oh, like lobster bisque? It's a lobster tail in a creamy tomato soup.
Why not call it lobster soup? Bisque is a stupid word. Stupid Canadians. It's French, actually. As true as that may be, Olivia, the rich are far too refined to eat soup like the poor, so of course it's its own special name. So, you say that, but I would like to point out that the reason it's called venison after the French word, instead of like, apparently a lot of English food words were like, if the rich people ate it, you use the French version. If the poor people ate it, you use the English version. And the reason behind that is, again, French was the language of the rich. Voila. For truth, as they say. This, however, seems lost on our banter.
I guess really are on the same wavelength.
The menu, rich as some of the options are, is your standard fare of entrees like pastas, sandwiches, different meats. Oh, a few oddballs here and there catch my eyes. Double tropical burger. Pineapple sauce that's a bit too sweet for my taste. Something with that much onion. Chicken pizza. Picture makes it look like the chicken is the crust. What the Kentucky Fried Fuck? An entire leg of cow. Yeah, that's Olivia looking at that option. But I'd really only be buying a seconds if I got it. Full caldera kebab. The skewer is a hand-carved copy of the Tao, as we find ourselves in, and has the normal beef, chicken, bell pepper, and onion composition. You pay extra anyway. Good enough options. Guess it's eeny, meeny, miny... Mo kebab it is! Nearly $20 for a few skewers, some rice, and a drink. This better fucking slap. Oh yeah, I forgot you're American. I'm sorry to tell you, but if you go to a European restaurant and you get a drink with it, my man, 20 euros is on point. On fucking point. You Americans are spoiled. When it comes to food, at least. I heard that other things are like way more expensive. I'm not even talking about the healthcare stuff. I'm talking about a bunch of other shit. I mean, I feel bad enough on not being able to pay. At least hope Liz's money goes far. Olivia seems to judge my decision. You're sure? Stuff a whole cow leg in your pie hole. Gladly. Better than a wimpy stick with 100th of the meat. And all those stupid vegetables. I like how this restaurant actually just serves a whole leg of cow. How do they bring that up there? Do they just come in a big box? Do you just get a giant box of cow? That's hilarious. Olivia suddenly shrinks back and I follow her gaze. This is her menu, clearly smiling just beyond the laminated paper. I realize as she's watching us watch her and clears her throat. Yes, she's watching you because she knows you're a couple and you're lying about it, Anon. That's actually kind of fun. I wish we were in Liz's head at this point. Because Liz has fun things to say about you dorks.
Well, I'll be getting the pancake platter. This serves breakfast all day.
Liz waves over our waitress and gets our orders before turning to gaze out the window. I steel myself and look squarely out at the horizon. And it looks though our initial view has shifted. This place spins. Ugh. That's the weird feeling I had walking in. I don't feel it a while. I don't feel about set down though. I'll think of a stare out the window for a long. Why is Olivia staring? Oh man, I got the hiccups really. I get the hiccups a lot. I mean, it's because I'm talking. I don't get hiccups when I do things like Doom because I don't talk as much or as consistently, you know. It do be quite quiet though.
It's not really uncomfortable in a natural sense, but something's off. Kind of feels like if Damien and I wasn't going to tell you this whole get-together would have been called off. Doesn't sound right. We're all friends, right? Why can I imagine myself hanging out one-on-one with any of them, but Liz and Olivia just mix as well as oil and water. And now the silence is uncomfortable. Thanks. Actually, I would like to point out that I think part of the reason this conversation never works is because Inko and Olivia, right, they're still kind of in the air phase of their relationship. So I can imagine that, like, Inko and Olivia aren't talking because, like, they're not comfortable with someone watching, comparatively, you know? It's like Olivia wants to talk, but not with her around. If Damien were here, he'd probably open up with some stupid icebreaker, like a really divisive hypothetical. So if we were all on a deserted island, who would he down on first? That's not a divisive hypothetical, that's a loaded question. Springs to mind as a recent one. Definitely got us all talking and laughing, as out of pocket as it was. I'm no Damien, I can think of an endless number of fucked up hypotheticals, but none that would unite us. I mean, a good one tends to make fun of you, not of the person that's actually edible. Probably gross this out and off-put Olivia as cool as she is. Also, context. Like, are you that guy? Are you that guy or not? By myself, standing up. Hey, Liz, where's the bathroom?
Oh, back towards the entrance that way.
She gestures with her head, and I notice thanks. Actually, you have to piss. Been holding it in for a while. God damn, this place is high class. The restroom is spotless, and they have classical music playing over the fucking speakers. You even have a fucking bathroom attendant? After one bladder emptying and a sheepish look towards the man expecting a tip, I'm back in the hall trying to ring up Damien. The idea of a bathroom attendant that expects a tip in Europe is just hilarious to me because, man, it's like, man, I'm fucking paying with my debit card. What physical currency do you expect me to have? It's not Japan, man. By all that is good and actually in Japan you don't tip. Because in Japan, the service you give is the service that is expected. Tipping is an insult to an extent. I think in some situations it's okay, but like generally speaking, don't do it. All that is good and holy, let my die-low brother gain just a moment of lucidity to help me out here. Did this happen in the original? I thought this was like one of the choices you got to make. I thought this was one of the choices you got to make, huh? Maybe I'm getting mixed up, because again, I need to replay this fucking game. I'm not gonna, because unless I'm streaming it, I just don't have the time and motivation to actually do what needs to be done. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Also, I love how the sucking thing opens with a completely unrelated scene and doesn't commit to the bit. It's so sad. It's like, just make it its own chapter, man. You don't have to stick to the OG. Live your life. Have fun. Oh yeah, this just fucking happens. Huh. Man. God, the music selection is just on point and has a weird consistency to it. Similar to Snoot Game. Although I think Snoot Game has a couple of high hitters and a lot more low notes. This one just has a lot of even footing. Anyway, ring.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, gee, Vinny?
Yeah, what's up, A-man?
I need to talk to Damien.
Oh, nah, he's out of it right now. Mom has him in the backyard and he's puking his guts out into a bucket.
Why the hell is he outside puking into a bucket?
Pest control gonna pay us it for $50.
Note self, opt for mouse traps and bug bombs for any future pest control needs. You know, whatever, it's cool.
What do you need him? I can tell him when he comes back in.
I've already made the call. I needed some advice on how to get Liz and Olivia talking. He does it without thinking, but I'm dying out here. Big movies or something? I haven't watched anything in theaters for years now.
You know!
Movies suck. Nobody actually likes them. Did you? What am I even saying?
Hold on, I'm playing Fortnite. I'll turn it down so you can hear me.
No, I heard you, kid. You're just wrong, that's all.
No, I'm not! Movies always sucked. They started back in black and white. Without any sound, never got any better. Even when they peaked in the 70s, they only became barely watchable. Have you seen The Godfather? That made me watch that stuff, and it just sucked.
Holy shit, this kid's brain straight up fried! Trying to force him to watch Capella's masterpiece like he's 7 didn't help any. When he's like, oh god, yeah, man, don't have who made him watch that? At 7! That's alright. What do you watch for fun?
Ever heard of Mr. Beast or Storytime Animations? Oh, Skibbity Toilet!
My brain's fried. I cannot. And aren't you like the kind of guy who would have watched Skibbity Toilet? Cause oh man, that's a weird thing to think about. 2023. Yeah, he might have. He probably. He's really close to the. Like, let me put this in your brain right now. A lot of people tend to forget this. COVID was 6 to 5 years ago. If Anon exists in 2023, during COVID, he was like a teenager at 14 years old, my man. I want you to think about that. He was 12, 13, 14, around that age. He's a skibbity toilet guy. He is deep fried. You can pretend all you want, but Inko is from the weird generation. The lost generation. I'm gonna tell your mom... Mom, Perv's... Wait. I'm gonna tell your mom Perv's using huge Snoot to brainwash you, to save you from this brainwash kid. You won't. I'll tell her you cussed. Did he? Oh, he said hell. It's close enough, I guess, for a kid like him. Look here, you little scaled rodent. You're gonna learn to keep your attention span and appreciate art for more than 20 seconds one way or the other. Ha! I can't believe this shit right now. Tell Damon I hope he gets better and I hope you get third-partied in the final 10 all day long. Oh, that's so mean! My curse strikes up a nerve because the last thing I hear as I hang up is, you frickin'. I got some bad news for you, Anon. We have to talk about generations.
And now we're going to talk about parallel universes.
So, assuming that Anon was born in 2020... Okay, Anon would have been... Fuck! Anon, it's 2023. This game, generally speaking, takes place on that... Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold the phone. If you have my phone, please return it. I need it. What year does the beginning say? It doesn't. It doesn't, actually. So we're going to assume we're going to go with the timeline that the original game uses. What does Snoot game considered, what does Wani Gator consider to be the, it's 23. Anon is about 18, so that puts him in 2005. Generation, Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. If Vinny is 7, he was born in 2014, which would make him Generation Alpha. I don't know what to tell you, Anon, but you're fucking stupid. You're Gen Z! Holy shit, that's so fucking weird. I need a minute to process that Anon in this story is late Gen Z. Oh my god. Woof. Holy shit. Is my blood pumping after that? Is my face red? It feels red. God. Gen Z is so fucked. Make my generation a dumb human too. You are that generation! Still do, but our brain rot had artistry. Like you, Snoot. That's way after your time, before your time. Whoa. Oh yeah, those still... Shit, man. Nearly forgot why I called in the first place. Returning to our table, I'm a walk of shame. I slump into my chair. Olivia and Liz still just sat in silence. Forgot what happened in the original. I think he yells at, like, the mom. Inko gets such a weird thing. He's like, listen, you little chump. Next time I see him, gonna ring you a little like a wash rack. Like, holy shit, Inko, what the hell happened? Finnick gets up and leaves. Sophia enters the frame, implying she picked up the phone with a neutral face until she hears the threatening grimaces. This is so weird and out of place. Personally, if I were to rewrite Wani, I would get rid of that line. It's so out of left field and kind of ruins Inko. Especially since he actually doubles down, saying, kill him later. Like, I get it's supposed to be a joke, but holy shit, man. Inko knows this child. And then Olivia's like, your eye is twitching. You good, Anon? Why are you so red? I think I hate the youth, Olivia. But no, that's for another time. I grasped my perspiring water glass and wiped the cooling sheen onto my face. I was actually meaning to ask... Dumb fuck, you didn't even think of what you were going to say first. Hey, Liz, how's the thing going? You know, the thing. Yeah, that treasury thing. Smooth. It almost sounded like I had all my chromosomes. Whoop, I need to turn the screen back on. I'm going to take a quick break because just thinking about those beans, as I like to say.